Hey, what's up, y'all? This Angel, the Ancient. Um, this message is brought to you by spirits. Um, I want to talk about what is spirit and what is soul. Um, I'm going on this journey to start this channel to bring knowledge to people and to help people see themselves for who they are. Because society and religions, they teach a bunch of lies. And there's some good things, because there's good things in everything, but really, they don't tell you who you are and where you come from. And that's probably questions you never really even asked yourself before. I'm not really sure who I'm talking to, but there's different people on different stages of their journey, and these are questions you gotta ask yourself, because people aren't necessarily gonna tell you. Anyway, what is spirit and what is soul? Spirit is the thing that connects everything to everything. So all the multiverses, you, me, everything. The trees, the plants, the bugs, the bees, the animals, everything is connected. Okay? Through this fucking force, this energy, this thing. Some call it spirit. Science calls it ether. Hindus called it prana, Jews call it mana. There's different names for this thing, this source, this energy that fucking connects us all, this force. Okay? The soul is the inner you. If you have that inner voice. Not everyone has an inner voice. So for those that are inner voice, that is the soul. That is you. You aren't this meat suit. You are what's inside. Okay? They'll call it the brain, right? But the mind is different than the brain, right? Because there's neurons in your heart, there's neurons in your gut, because you have different voices talking to you all the time. When you're making decisions, when you're thinking about things, and some of these voices are fucking low vibrational in their line, and that would be the real, what some people would call Satan. That's a different discussion, that's a different topic. Anyway, soul is that inner voice when you're talking to yourself. Okay, so there's only 33 souls. That's it. Those souls, they're called oversouls. That's what people call them. That's a term, oversouls. That's the name we're giving these entities or energies. We are all, whoever has a soul, you're a piece of one of those souls. So you will be the undersoul of one of those oversouls. Okay? Even though you don't stand under nothing. Okay? You are a piece of that. Just like a cup of the ocean could call itself the ocean. Even though it's not the ocean in body, it's still a piece of that ocean. Okay? So, why is that important? Because people are going to tell you in science, right, that you are on a spinning rock, water rock, and whirling through infinite space, and that you're insignificant, there's all this space, you just suspect whatever, you ain't shit. And then your fucking common ancestor is a fucking primate. You and some fucking chimpanzees, okay? So you really ain't shit, right? And then you got religions which are evil on their own, because the deity they're worshiping, he's not necessarily the coolest guy. You know, as soon as you get some knowledge, he wants to beat you the fuck up. You know, hence Adam and Eve, hence, you know, the Tower of Babel, you know, the golden calf, shit like that, you know. How to treat your slaves, how to beat your wife, you know, shit like that. But religion takes the concept of what you will call God, right? takes that, which is something inside of you, which is a personal relationship, because the kingdom of God is within you, and it makes it something outside of yourself. So you're always seeking, like you're seeking help, you're seeking all these things, but you really have the power. You have all the powers. The only difference between you and the God you worship is this physical body. That's it. There's no difference. You are made of the same energy, the same plasma, ether, spirit, all that shit. You have the same shit in you. The same thing. Okay? Why is that important? Because you need to take your powers back. Okay? There's a lot of things we're not taught about. Right? And when we're taught about it, we don't know where it came from. Okay? So simple things could be like time. Right? Our concept of time is just the sun and the moon moving. That's it. And then that's 365 days. Right? And out of those 365 days, only 7 are named. Right? And out of those 7, each one, right, represents a celestial body. And each one of those celestial bodies represents a different deity or God. Right? So, they got you running off their perceptions of time, right? You work a 9 to 5, you give up your time, right, for currency, which is energy, right? So you're giving up your energy for energy, right? And this exchange is what keeps you distracted, so you don't think and ask these questions, so you know who the fuck you are and where the fuck you come from. Okay? So, the reason I'm making this channel is because in my life, I help people. Okay? I've helped people not hurt themselves or, think negative. I've helped people see the positive aspects in life because that's just how my mind works. And I want to give that gift to whoever needs it because I don't know who I'm talking to right now. But I know if what I'm saying resonates with you, I know that you are capable of understanding this information and doing what I'm doing. Because right now, I'm in paradise and I manifested that shit. Because I realized that I'm a god. I don't have to work, I manifest. So I'm not chasing nothing. And yes, I do get up and work because that's part of the process. But I've aligned myself with my creativity to get the things that I need to do and start my side hustles because that is what life is about. I'm not going to work the rest of my life. And the things I've already manifested is enough for me to manifest new things. And now my life is amazing. Because just a few years ago, my life was shit. And I had knowledge, but I was still lost. And now that I got a certain amount of knowledge, I want to give back too. Spirits told me to do this. I've had a YouTube channel and I was doing like gaming and I didn't really care about it. I did for a while and most of the time I didn't, like that wasn't really a route. Like teaching online isn't really a route I thought I would go. But my time is now and I'm being called. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay? So I wanted to start simple. What is spirit? What is soul? Why does it matter? Okay? Everything matters. Okay? Your life matters. You matter. You have to love yourself. No one is going to love you more than you. No one can wake you up in the morning. No one can work for you. No one's going to pay the bills the rest of your life. No one can work out for you, eat healthy for you. You have to do all these things. You have to eat healthy now. The sun is in fucking solar maximum. Okay? We've been getting hit with fucking solar flares and CMEs like fucking crazy. Alright? And the Earth has a frequency. In science, they call it the Schumann resonance. That shit has been off the fucking charts. Okay? And that's for a reason. And it's aligned with the sun being in solar fucking maximum. Okay? So what does that mean? The Earth also has a spirit. Right? And the Earth has a frequency. Just like you. You have a frequency. Right? The Earth's frequency is rising. So being that you are a being on this planet, in this realm, your frequency is going to rise too. And I'm here to try and assist in that rise of frequency. Because we're coming into a whole new time. They call it the Age of Aquarius. Because there's something called the cosmic clock. Okay? Where energies are dictated through celestial bodies and their movements and their alignments and their placements on where they're at in the sky, necessarily on what day. And those energies fucking affect you. Because the sun, the energy affects you. The moon, the energy affects you. Everything. The fucking planets, the stars, everything. Scientists, they just came out with an article on how the alignment of fucking Saturn and these other planets are affecting the sun. And you don't think that fucking affects you? You see what I'm saying? And then you wonder why sometimes you feel in some type of way. Right? Sometimes you don't got energy. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you're groggy. Sometimes you're on edge. You know what I mean? And there's already forecasts on this shit. And these people had this shit down to a fucking science already. And this is the science that they took away from us. And they call pseudoscience. They call it fucking stupid. And that's your fucking powers. And at the same time, science is a real thing. Because I'm on this phone talking to you right now. Right? I'm on this phone talking right now. To you. That's technology. That's science. See what I'm saying? But the thing is, there's also lies. Too. So you have to have discernment and you got to be smart. Because you can't just say, fuck science. Because, you know what? In modern day science, the way they treat fucking animals and the way they fucking want to, you know, do those 19 shits. You know what I mean? And then how they're saying pizza is a fucking vegetable. You know what I mean? There's propaganda. And you gotta have discernment and intuition. You gotta be smart. You gotta do your research. And you can't just say fuck things. Because we come from science. We're those fucking primordial beings. We come from the creators of all the fucking multiverses. Dude, fucking engineering, architecture, science, math, all that shit. Right? So you can't let these people take this shit away from you either. And you can't let them steer you in the wrong direction. We gotta be smarter. We gotta be stronger. We gotta be healthier. Okay? So that's just a short message. I'm gonna start this platform and I'm gonna be giving lectures like this, informative information, and hopefully it resonates with you. I hope I help some people. And I just hope you have a blessed rest of your night. Peace, y'all.